Right, boys, welcome back to the channel. Non-league to Premier League. I've kicked on. I'm getting a little bit of time while still on furlough and kid at school, less series. Really kicking on with this now. So I've gone on about 15 games. We're into that crucial part of the season, 8 games to go. There was a lot of transfers done in terms of money. I think about 70 in and 70 odd out. So a few things to discuss. Form has been either exceptional or very, very poor. Let's get into it. We'll explain all that. We've got 2 games, West Ham and Southampton today. And I'm not going to mention the word because we're in and around it. All right, guys, let's get into today's episode. Make sure you like today's video. Or dislike if you want to dislike. Put a subscribe in there for me and let's get into non-league to Premier League.
I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing we are York. We're City, play pretty, that is our style of football. How charming, just like the Minster, a pint of bitter and a slice from Ginster. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and singing we are York. Climbing up the old Division 4. If you score some...
Right, so first one out, you knew he was actually going. Hoogland has gone to Fulham, and once again, 17 appearances, 9 starts, 8 as sub, and he's only scored 1 goal. Lovely lad, but just, I don't know, what is missing? Obviously 13 finishing, but generally you get away with that if the player is a little bit more well-rounded like he is. So I'm surprised still he's not scoring. I would have liked to have, maybe not come to cut at Fulham, I'd have liked to have gone abroad and picked up his form, but yeah, 25 million probably in the bank is probably a wise decision. Salim Lambert has gone, he's scoring goals, he is down in the Championship. We made a loss on him. We're also paying about 20 grand of his wages, but he was on 130. Yeah, I just, as we said, it got to the point where I just felt like I needed to get rid of him. He didn't hit the ground running. 2 of those were penalties as well. Them 3 league goals. We've taken a hit, not a massive hit. I just felt like, since Goretti was doing well, we've got Ngongi, time was right to really plough on with them 2 as much as possible and not be distracted and trying to give Lambert as many chances as possible. So Lambert has gone. And the other one who has gone is Cuesta. Now, he didn't necessarily want to leave, but finally my number 1 choice keeper became available. Vitor Orta did me a job negotiating with Spurs to get Bobby Hunter in, so I didn't want to keep this lad. I wanted to sell him. He's 29, which I know goalkeepers go for 6-7 years, but we've got value. We paid £1 million. He did very, very well for us. He was a little bit off it. He was actually out of the starting lineup until he left. We did play Theobald for him out of games because he'd had a couple of fuck ups basically. They offered 10 million. I said I want 20, and they said okay, no problem. So it was the easiest doubling of negotiations of a transfer bid I think I've ever had. So he has gone. So there is the 3 gone. Ins. There is Bobby Hunter. New face back. I've splashed out. We've got a new face back in as well. So there's about 500 faces ready for FM21, which is good. We paid a bit of money, 25.5 million, but he's English. He's only 25. Look, he's going to be with us for the duration of the save, for sure. I always like to get to meet quotas and things. I always think it's a good idea to get English or whatever league you're playing in. And now we've got an English number 1, English number 2. Bobby Hunter. Unfortunately, he would have developed a whole lot more because he's barely played. Look, he was literally Spurs' number 2, number 3. We had to pay good money for him, but I think he's worth it. Look, a lot of ones are still improving as well. Handling's not far off getting into the green of 16. 1-on-1's 14. Passing's not great, but we're not too bothered about that. Yeah, reflex is 16. Eccentricity 2 as well, which I like. And then a few decent physicals as well. 6'2". Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, this guy has not got a face. So this was the guy that we spoke about in last episode that was coming in. 15.75 million. He's shit, basically. I have since actually decided to leave. I thought, right, the time's now to change. We normally play with a winger, and now with the formation that we've got, I want the fullback, especially Mongonza, going around the outside. So we're playing with an inside forward on that side, which is not comfortable, but we're just filling holes and just playing with a few tactical things. He's already transfer listed, or he was transfer listed. He is transfer listed. He's unhappy. He wanted to leave. He hadn't settled. So I said, all right, bud, off you go. We'll get our money back in the summer for him. And then we've spent big. Artem Kazov. Ukrainian centre-half, exceptional apart from his heading and marking. We are trying to improve on that, but he's just turned 22. Mentals and physicals very good. I just wanted three centre-halves. We've now got Quintana, Bakongu and Kasov. We lose Quintana and Bakongu. Bakongu goes African Cup of Nations. Quintana is always away with international duty and comes back late. So I thought, right, I need three really good centre-halves that can sort of like rotate between themselves. And he's come in. He's got himself a goal, I think, in the last game, actually, against Barnsley. And it's the kind of players we now need to be looking at. We need to improve on his heading and marking, which he's doing. We're first of all working on his, defensive position, I think. I'm trying to do a little bit more of this ahead of FM21 because obviously developing the players with Bilbao, and I don't want to, because that save is not really going to be based around transfers at all. We want to go into trying to improve them as best I can. So I'm doing a little bit more of the individual training, just in prep for FM21. So they're the ins, they're the outs. I think we spent as much, I think we overspent by 5 million. I think it was like 75 million in, 70 outs. So we've done very, very well to recoup the money that we'd outlaid transfer-wise. Stuart Warren is a noticeable one going out. He's been with us for a fair bit of time. He's on loan at Luton and they've made the deal. They had to make the deal permanent after 20 appearances. Look, it's nothing but a player who's been with us a long time. Form-wise has been... So last episode it was the 3-0 Cardiff and the 1-0 Barnsley there. So we actually were on that run. Look, we were on a run there of God knows how many games undefeated. And then the wheels came off. Shame the wheels came off a little bit late. As you can see, we beat Arsenal 2-1 and we beat Manchester United 1-0 in that run. Man United were top at the time. Arsenal are now top. I didn't want Man United have not won the league at all during this save, and it'd be good for them not to win it. So I was quite chuffed when we got a 1-0 win. Goretti has been scoring goals. We went through we're not scoring as many as what we were. Something we definitely need to work on. So we've had a tricky run though. Spurs was a disappointing performance because they were below us. Liverpool is Liverpool. You just got to try and get through the game. We were 2-0 down after 10 minutes. A draw against Chelsea, a draw away at Old Trafford, a 2-0 defeat against Arsenal, but we've played pretty well. And then I've just played these two games this morning. Fulham away 2-1. Ngongi is well out of position. I'm playing him on this right-hand side as an inside forward because he's left-footed, and I just want him to get him some game time in. So I've decided to do that while we're pushing pretty well in the league. Hopefully we won't finish any lower than 10th. We're in and around where we need to be. Seventh is still a target, and we'll have a good idea if we can collect 4 points today from the games. The only thing we do struggle is breaking teams down. I'm trying to get this combination and create a few more chances. So I think the last game I actually changed it from roaming playmaker. So we're going to see how that does. Advanced playmaker hasn't been doing really anything of late. There's Ngongi out on the right. We've got an injury to Zesevic, so he can come in. Louis Henry, we're probably not going to make a permanent deal for. Heric is out injured. We have been playing this guy, Jerry O'Callaghan. He's been a player that we've had since the start, but has literally been carted out on loan. And pretty much from nowhere, he's now rated 4.5 star. I don't know if he's quite going to get there because he's now 21, but if we can just get he's a few off the sort of like the greens, as I like to call them, the 16s and above. He's going to be pretty good. It's nice to now have another York City, even though he is Irish, a York City youth product through. So I'm giving him some games while we're just not quite at it. There's players like Ruel and Finn are doing okay. Finn has a decent average rating, but just not contributing enough in terms of goals and assists. Ruel is the same. Only 11 starts, 11 subs. I may sacrifice him in the summer. I'm not too sure. He is bloody good, but his technicals are not amazing. Dribbling only 12, first touch only 14, passing 14 technique. He may be one that we sacrifice, but one because he's a foreign as well. We've got players like Jerry Pickering who needs more game time and he's a lot better technically. I'd rather be giving him more game time than Ruel, so Ruel may go. And that's the back four at the moment. Bakongu's found himself out at the side just purely based on he got himself injured, and these two have defensively we've been doing all right. Hunter's in, Reece still as the half-back. We've got a Mazzala and a Finn. If you ever play with a holder, what roles do you have in these two? I need to get more out of them. I do need to get more out of them. Right, let's get a game in. We're at home. West Ham. I didn't show you league table, did I? There you go. So we're in 10th. Oh, I think I did show you it. West Ham are 19th. Southampton are 16th. We are keeping our eye on West Ham and Norwich. Norwich have a striker that I've wanted for a long time. He's now injured, David Wallace. Excellent physicals. Decent mentals as well. Technicals very good. 15 dribbling, 15 finishing, 15 first touch, 16. He's only 24 years old. He's a lot of money, but I'm hoping a relegation for Norwich may be able to free him up for a deal. Not necessarily need a striker, but yeah, you always want strikers in your squad. Captain Goretti has done very well. He's now on 18 goals for the season. He won't be far off Golden Boot, you know. So then do we go down the route? I think if the guy, David Wallace, becomes transfer listed at some point, I think it would be silly not to get him in. Right, first highlight straight into the game. Ngongi cross, half cleared. They've built that pretty well, but we're going to get back. Reed doing well, covering the half-back role. Like to see it. Yeah, we just need to be a little bit more creative. I've changed a few things. I've taken off dribble. Oh, it's half a chance. Are we getting a penalty? We're getting a penalty. A really soft push. Goretti. Oh, no, it's not Goretti, is it? Is it Goretti? It is Goretti. This will settle the nerves. Yes, as we struggle to break teams down, sometimes it's nice to get a goal nice and early, 19th of the season. But yeah, I've changed. Take run off defence off. I've changed more expressive off. The more expressive one has definitely helped with us defensively. And I just found a couple of players like centre-halves and Jason Reed were just carrying the ball a little bit too much. Good whip. Ngongi! He scored again. Not natural in that position at all on the right-hand side, but he's going to be scoring goals for us. It was important to give him some game time now. 20 years old. He is highly valued. Yeah, it was time to give him some game time. I thought, right, we'll just bang him on the right while we have no real person long-term in there. Right, we're going to have to praise that. Right, Odegaard. I thought they've scored. Dwight McNeil. Dear. I was just about to say, the problem with West Ham is they've got loads of old players, still real players in the game. 36, 34, 32. McNeil is what? 33. Odegaard is 34. I think they have some more on the bench. Dele Alli, 36. So that's been West Ham's problem. They've bought old recently, but they've got themselves back in a game. So we just need to be a little careful, especially when these are 19th. These are the games that just have to be won at home. Goretti's done well. He's pinched it, the skipper. He's not got a lot of options. Hallahan, the young Irishman, just about to sign a new deal as well. He's probably not going to be a starter for us when I go. Herich is injured, which has helped a little bit. And yeah, I just thought it's time. Yes, we're aiming for that. Get in. We're aiming for that higher spot. We're not going to say that word. But it's important to just have a look at a couple of these players. Jerry Pickering's one as well that I want to have a good look at. I think once he gets himself fit, we'll look at playing him where Kalana is and maybe rotating the two. Jerry Pickering hasn't got the highest average rating, hasn't played very well for us at all, but he's got the attributes to do it. We just maybe need to give him a little bit more game time than what we've done. And he's young, he's English as well. I always tend to have a little bit more faith and more patience with the young English boys. Right, 4-1. What a game, by the way. Ngongi 2 goals, Goretti 2 goals. Louis Henry is now worth 13.25 million. Of course he is. But I think there's a deal to be done there. Just while we've still got Ngongi. Zesevic. Zesevic is wanted by Newcastle, which is a little bit of a worry. He may want to go. Newcastle are sort of like fourth. They've been climbing up the league. They've got Champions League this year as well. So they're definitely a bigger club than us. So we'd see that bid comes in for him. He's worth like 34 million. He's got a release clause of 80 something. So they're going to probably need to pay that, which they probably won't do. But he may become a little bit too unhappy. Right, Mangonza. Cross. Goretti's there. He's got himself a hat-trick. No, he hasn't. Goalkeepers claim that. Brilliant. Nice football though. Reed, the half-back. Nice little sprayed pass. And what I'm liking as well, pause. Reed is just where I want him. Break it, hopefully stopping a counter-attack a little bit more. As our full-backs are getting forward. Right, and Gongi is a little bit tired. I'm not playing the Loney at all, the new signing. I'm not playing him at all unless I really, really have to. Putting Ruler on that right-hand side, he can do it. He can do a job for us. Right, 15. Let's give some game. I'm going to give Utila some game time. He's not had much. And let's go Dominic Silva. He was chased by Burnley in the transfer window, but he's a decent option for us. Right, we're coming into the last few minutes. And we're going to see another highlight after O'Callaghan's header. Keeper's gone long and get it down. Just flicked it on. We're going to get that Hunter, the goalkeeper, number 1. For some reason, I gave him a bald head, a guy with a bald head for the face pack, because his regen face was a bald head. But for some reason, when it comes in the 3D match engine, he hasn't got a bald head. Right, Finn. O'Callaghan. Finn. Nice football. We're quite patient with it. We don't rush it. We're on shorter passing. Finn. I want to do a deal for Robertson as well because he's looked decent down his left-hand side. Nice nod. Good football. Great football. Jerry O'Callaghan, his 6th goal of the season. I think that's his first goal for us, though. Yeah. He scored 5 for Rotherham on loan. His first. What a goal. What a move that was as well. Robertson into Finn. Nice and patient. Utrilla. Picking out Ruler, headed down, and Callan touch, and bang. 6-1, absolute job done. 28 shots on goal. This is what we wanted. I was worried playing against teams at home that are lower down in the league. We've kind of struggled in recent, not just weeks, but seasons, that we've managed to get not just 3 points, but an attacking performance. Louis Henry coming in, 3 assists. I think they're all from set pieces, but we'll give him it. 20 for the season for Goretti as well. We'll have a little look now when we have a look at the league and see Watford won. They've been the team that have finished 7th the last couple of years. Newcastle are doing well. They're 7th. Leicester are the team that have broke into the Champions League places. They're going to get Champions League football this year. Man United got Champions League because they won Europa. It does go down to 7th. But I'm not going to say the word to jinx it. But I think, we're catching. We're 2 points. We're 2 points. Goretti is now clear winner so far. In front. Goal scorer. So we need to finish well just for him to get golden boot, don't we? Right, let's get on to Southampton away from home. Right, and we're back. We may have to keep this one short and sweet, this game, because next door someone's coming around banging on their windows and doing some work. So we'll have to keep this maybe short and sweet. Silva is in at right back. Zesevic is back in the squad. Jerry Pickering is back in the squad as well. But we are pretty much, apart from Silva in for the injury, Mengonza, it's the team that just thrashed West Ham. And then hopefully, I did want to play Jerry Pickering, but after that goal from Jerry O'Callaghan, we had to start him as well today. We couldn't replace him. Southampton are new to the Premier League as well. They got relegated and they've done all right. They said they're just hovering above it at the moment. I think they're probably going to stay up. But once again, if we're looking to develop, winning games like this is the next step. Oh, God, I thought I was going to win. Right, they've got a free kick. 18 yards. Just outside the 18-yard box. Teved, blocked. Goebbels, tackled. We're going to break. Goretti. We've got 3-4 charging forwards. Goretti's going to go himself by the looks of it. He's on his left foot, which ain't great. He's gone onto his right. Hit the outside of the post. Brilliant break. He maybe should have laid in one of the other players. Right, Robertson. Back to Henry. Robertson cross. Goalkeeper's got it. Can we get back in our shape? Keeper's gone long. This is where we should win everything. We've got 2 absolutely massive centre-halves. Dear oh dear. We got away with one there. Quintana should have been underneath that at 6'7". There was no one anywhere near him. Okay, we did a little bit more. We've started well, but we've just not done enough. Just not done enough. I'm going to give him a bollocking. I said I wanted a minimum 4 points, but, 6 would be better. 3 would be bad. Good tackle. Henry. Into Goretti. Here we go. Another break from a corner. Goretti's past 1. He's past 2. Finished. Good save from the goalkeeper, but it was a bit of a wet finish, wasn't it, from Goretti? Finn doesn't get as many headers as what he should from set pieces. He's 6'7" as well. We've got a couple of beasts. Good tackle by Dominic Silva to break that attack up. But yeah, we should have a few more that Right, Robertson's injured. We should have a few more goals from set pieces. Right, Teved with it. I hate these angles. We've done all right so far. Jacot, who's a big player for them. They managed to keep him for a year in the Championship. Teved's in again. It's 1-0. Christian Teved. Just never got ourselves set after the free kick. Bit of an overload at this back post. Where's he going? Ngongi. I suppose he's to blame. He was in there. Right, let's go on attacking. Right, 65 to go. We're going to take Reed off. We'll play... Let's get Ruel on. Let's just pause that. Ruel on as a deep line playmaker, I think. Yes. We'll do that. We'll go Ngongi up front. Advance forward. Let's bring Zesevic onto this right-hand side. Dalot. Jacot. Can we win it? Can we win it? No. Quintana's won that one. Henry nods it down to O'Callaghan. Into Quintana. Brown. Ruel. Goretti. Ruel. Ooh, where's this going? We've been forced all the way back. Can we keep playing? We are going to do. Kasov. Dominic Silva. Zesevic. Here he goes. He's on this right-hand side. He's right-footed. He shoots. He's blocked. He's managed to luckily fall into the goalkeeper's arms. Free kick. Carr with it. Can we defend? Good save. Comfortable save from Hunter. Can we play? Kasov. Sweeps one out to Brown. Into Henry. He's got a little bit of space to run into. Here's Henry. Oh, just stand still. Now they're down this right-hand side. Favier. Lambert. Oh, just over. Just an example of like... Obviously, Louis Henry's lost the ball there, but how the game interprets that is by having him run, then stand still, then get tackled, which is... I think that what makes me more angry. If it was just a simple, someone come in, slid the ball off him while he was dribbling, you could take that. But actually seeing him physically stand still just winds me up. I did do an FM21 wish list, so check that out. And that's definitely in there. Right, they're in again as they're looking to finish us off. He's through one, he's through two. Oh, God. We just get going and then there's been no, since we got in the Premier League, there's been no consistency. Well, we're either consistently good or consistently bad. You never know what York City's going to turn up. O'Callaghan, Ruel, Ngongi, Zesevic. Callahan's in. He's got another. Okay. Decisions to make for the next few games. I think I might play. Ngongi's there. Bloody hell, I thought we were going to have a chance to equalise in there. They're going to break. Yeah. Quintana, you should be all over that, buddy. You've done well, but they've managed to get lucky down his right-hand side with the block. Jax Brown has just missed the header completely. Are we going to break it? Callahan? Nope. That was the pass you needed to get right, Jerry. And now they've got an overload down this right-hand side. Van der Voort is in. We've blocked it. He's done well. He's struggled, actually. 3-1. He's fucking struggled, that Brown, since I brought him on down that left-hand side. Oh, game, set, and match. Clive Carr. That is shit. That is shit. 3 points. From 6-1, whatever it was, 6-1 to 3-1. And I can't go defensive and cautious against teams like this. Against teams like this, we need to be getting at them and playing. Sitting back is not going to help. Right, so there we are. I think we may well do is, I've only got a few more games to go. I think what I may well actually do is kick on until the next season. If there's a chance of Europe in the final game of the season, we'll come back for that. We will come back for that. If not, if we're missing out on Europe, I'll try and fast forward as best as I can for next Tuesday's episode with a new season. There's no point just doing a game for the sake of it, and we'll talk about how the season finished at the start of the next episode. All right, guys. thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash a like on today's video. Patreons, as always, support tremendous. Spent your money this month on some stuff for the setup. A capture card so I can get my nice little Sony RX100 Mark III going again, and a stand and stuff to get it on. So your support is very much helping me improve the quality of the content on the channel. If you are interested in helping me out, Patreon links down below, muchly appreciated. And yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday. Make sure tonight, 9:30, Fenerbahce live stream. Cheers guys, see you later.